mouth, their ears shall be deaf. They shall lick the dust like a serpent. They shall move out of their holes like worms of the earth. They shall be afraid of the Most High, while Mashak of Shai our power, and shall fear because of thee. Hear that? That's why they're going to be amazed as strangers of our salvation when they see the destruction that's going to come upon this earth. When the Mashak of Shai, let me read something to you so you'll know why they're going to be so afraid. Get right to the point. You can read it from 2nd Ezra 13 on down. We're going to look at 9 and 10. It says, and lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, that's the army, the navy, the marines, the air force of all these nations coming together to fight on Mashak of Shai, he neither lifted up his hand nor held sword, nor any instrument of war. Remember, he's going to smite the nations. It says, but only I saw that he sent out of his mouth, as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests, and they were all mixed together, the blast of fire and the flaming breath and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up, every one, so that upon a sudden of innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. Seeing this, seeing all the military being burnt up, with dust and smell of smoke. This is what Ezra's seeing. Future prophecy. So that's why when you look at what they were saying in Micah 7, why are they saying what they're saying? Because they're going to be a witness of this. And everyone's going to fall in order. They're going to fall right in line. Micah 7:16 again. The nations shall see and be confounded, confused at all their might. They shall lay their hand upon their mouth, and their ears shall be deaf. They shall lick the dust like a serpent. They shall move out of their holes like worms of the earth. They shall be afraid of the Most High, while Mashak of Shai our power, and shall fear because of thee. See that? You'll be afraid because of them. That's why I tell you, go to Jeremiah 16:16. Behold, Jeremiah 16:60. Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Most High, and they shall fish them. And we fish it right now for the 1/3 of the 12 tribes of Israel. And this is just gathering the children of Israel back together. Everybody got to, find their own way. Say salvation come with fear and trembling. Behold, I will send for many fishers, said the Most High, and they shall fish them. And after we fish for so long, you're going to hear this word coming out, brothers and sisters. And after, will I send for many hunters? He's going to send for many hunters. And they shall hunt them from every mountain, and from every hill, and out of the holes of the rock. Remember he said they're going to come out of the holes like worms. They're going to come out of these holes of the rocks. For my eyes are upon all their ways. Most I see everything. His eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. Holding all the ways of men, and that's most secret parts too. For my eyes are upon all their ways. They are not hid from my face, neither is their iniquity hid from mine eyes. And first I will recompense their iniquity and their sin double, because they have defiled my land. They have filled mine inheritance with the carcasses of their detestable and abominable things. All kind of abominations in the land of Israel. That's what he's saying. They're going to come back and say this: O Most High, my strength and my fortress, and my refuge in the day of affliction. The Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth. When the ends of the earth? The Gentiles of the nation of Israel and the Gentiles of the other nations outside of the 12 tribes of Israel. What they going to say? Because 2/3 of our people are going to die. They're going to be cast through the lake of fire. So we're here to warn you. Come back into the sheepfold. And shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies, vanity, and things wherein there is no profit. See? Following all these different religions. That's not going to lead you to salvation. That's why you better come back to this truth. And the truth is the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High. Psalms 119, 142. That righteousness is everlasting righteousness, and that law is the truth. See? So you never get around it. Nowhere you want to go, you're going to be stuck. That's why I say you're going to be like a hawk. King Chuck can't go nowhere. You just standing solid. That's why you better come out of it. You hear what he's saying. Hear the word of the Most High. This is what he says. Shall a man make gods unto himself, and there are no gods? Therefore, behold, I will this once cause them to know. I will cause them to know mine hand and my might. You know what he said? And they shall know that my name is the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But I tell you, Hebrews. Go to the book of Hebrews. Hebrews. The 12th chapter. And verse 29. For our power, the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, is a consuming fire. He's a consuming fire. Oh yeah. The Most High is a consuming fire, people. Understand this. And overstand this. Be sure you understand Hebrews 10:31. It is a fearful thing. It's a fearful thing. I mean, you're going to be afraid, scared, out of your wits. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. It's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power, the Most High. See, our people want to try and find some other way. Ain't no other way. That's why he said, Jeremiah 16:21, therefore, behold, I will this once cause them to know. I will cause them to know mine hand and my might. So he says it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the Most High. They know his hand and his might. And they shall know that my name is the Most High, power of Abraham, the power of Isaac, and the power of Jacob. You don't know his name. You remember his name. You will understand it. Going back to Wisdom of Solomon, 5th chapter. Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as afflicted him and made no account of his labors. When they see it, when they see this righteous man standing in great boldness in the face of such as afflicted him and made no account of his labors, like slavery, 400 years of free labor, and they made no account of his labors, no, what they call it, retribution. Don't matter. It's too late now. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all they look for. And they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, listen, look, this is the answer to giving you understanding of what's going to happen as is written in Revelation. Verse 12, 11 and 12, Revelation 11 and 12. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. That's why they're going to be amazed at strangers of our salvation. It's going to tell you in the Apocrypha what they're going to be saying and doing. And they heard a great voice. This is Revelation 11 and 12. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud. So when you read Psalms 104 and 3, the clouds are the chariots or the vehicles of the Most High and the angels. And their enemies beheld them. See? So our enemies beheld us. They're going to beheld us. So now we're reading about what they're going to be saying once they see us going up in the IFOs, identified flying objects of the Most High, the angels of the Most High. Understand this, overstand this. This is real. Look at let me get Psalms. Psalm 68 and 17. Psalm 68 and 17. The chariots of the Most High are 20,000, even thousands of angels. You know? The cloud representing the chariots of the Most High, even thousands of angels. The Most High Mashiach is among them, as in Sinai, in the holy place. See? So the chariots of the Most High are 20,000, even thousands of angels. So since we're here, let's look at what those clouds are. Let's define them. In Psalms 104 and 3. Psalms 104 and 3. Who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariots. See? So they're full of angels. Who walketh upon the wings of the wind. So these clouds are chariots or vehicles or IFOs, identified flying objects. So let's go back to what they're going to be saying. When they see us standing in great boldness in the face of such have afflicted us and made no account of our labors, verse 2 of Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for. See? They don't look for salvation coming to we, the 12 tribes of Israel, we, the Hebrew Israelites. Because they done taught lies and telling everybody all you gotta do is call on the name of the Lord, you're going to be saved. And that's it. And you're not under the law, but you're under mercy and grace, and you are Gentiles. It's madness. And they repenting and groaning, remember they're going to see us going up in these chariots, and they're repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision and a proverb of reproach, disgraceful reproach. As you see our people today, we fools account of this life madness, and its end to be without honor. They look at us screaming at our people, trying to get them to come back to the Most High, not knowing that we justified in everything that we do. I can't speak for everyone, but I know that predominantly the majority of us that's out there in them streets came from the same source. And we give you the same scripture. When it says in Isaiah 58 and 1, cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet. So you lift up your voice like a trumpet. The trumpet don't need no microphone. It's the loudest instrument without amplification. Lift up your voice like a trumpet and show my people, the 12 tribes of Israel, their transgressions, and the house of Jacob their sins. So how you think we're going to go out there and tell our people that they don't have to keep the law, when the Most High telling you clearly here, show my people their transgression, how you have broken the laws of the Most High, come back to the Most High, moral laws, civil laws, dietary laws, and ceremonial laws. In the house of Jacob their sins, how you have broken the laws, statute, commandments of the Most High. But see, they have you in derision, a reproach. Remember, the heathen know, as long as they keep you not following the laws, that's commandments of the Most High, their kingdom can stand. The Most High gonna keep his face hid from us. And see, we repent, asking for forgiveness for us and our nation, and gathering the 12 tribes of Israel, 1/3 of our nation, back together to the Most High in righteousness, to be righteous. To be righteous, you're gonna do what he say do. You're gonna follow what he say do. You're gonna learn it, you're gonna live it, you're gonna apply it in your life every day. It's a way of life, period. Simple as that. Don't take a rocket science to figure this out. But this is what our enemies are going to be saying. Once salvation is coming to the 12 tribes of Israel, we're going to be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us. Verse 4 of Wisdom of Solomon, 5th chapter. We fools account this life madness, and its end to be without honor. How is he numbered among the children of the Most High, and his ladders among the saints? Screaming this. They angry. We screaming this as they see us going up to be with the Mashiach Yahushua and the Most High. Therefore have we erred from the way of truth. Therefore have we erred from the way of keeping the law, statute, commandments of the Most High. It's too late now. When we're reading this prophecy. Something that's going to happen. This is what they're going to be saying. Therefore have we erred from the way of truth. So you going to follow them? They telling you, we have erred from the way of truth. Whether it's keeping the laws of the Most High or following the true testimony of Mashiach Yahushua, who followed the truth, the laws, statutes, commandments of Moses. He even said he was the way, the truth, and the life. He's the way to follow the truth, which is the laws of the Most High. It's going to lead to everlasting life, people. He told us this. Say, therefore have we erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness, keeping the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High, have not shined unto us. What's righteousness? Well, it tells you first and foremost in Psalms 119, 142, thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth. What else is righteousness? Let's bring it on home. Bring it on home, brothers and sisters. You gotta bring it. It's necessary that we bring this truth in these last days before it's too late. Deuteronomy 6:25. And it shall be our righteousness if, that's a condition, we observe to do all these commandments before the Most High our power, as he hath commanded us. We got to keep his laws, statutes, and commandments as he has commanded us. That's righteousness. So it says, Wisdom of Solomon 5:5. How is he numbered among the children of the Most High, and his lot is among the saints? Therefore have we erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness, keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, have not shined unto us. And the sun of righteousness rose not upon us. Because he gave us, he tell you in Psalms 119, 147, 19 and 20. He showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgment unto Israel. He have not dealt so with any nation. As for his judgment, they have not known them. Praise ye the Most High. So here it is. Verse 6 of Wisdom of Solomon, 5th chapter. This is what they're going to be saying. Therefore have we erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness have not shined unto us. For the sun of righteousness rose not upon us. Verse 7. We wearied ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. You know that wickedness is all over. All over. They wearied themselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. Bombing everybody. Bringing forth all these abominable acts that's contrary to the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High. Yeah, we have gone through deserts where there lay no way. We've gone through deserts where there lay no way. But as for the way of the Most High, as for the way of the Mashiach Yahushua, we have not known it. Mashiach Yahushua said, I'm the way. As for the way of the Most High, the way of the Mashiach Yahushua, we have not known it. So all you want to follow our enemies and dealing with what it is that they're bringing forth and have brought forth and continue to bring forth, the lies, false religions, philosophies, false education, and not come back to the true understanding of the Most High, the Mashiach Yahushua, and keeping His laws, statutes, commandments, having faith in the Mashiach Yahushua, you're going to perish right along with them, because that's who you are. You stand here right with them, listen to what they're saying. 2/3 of our people will be right there with them, join right with them. And they're going to fall by the sword, as it is written. Isaiah 13 and 15, I believe. Just go there, Isaiah 13. You're going to be right there. Isaiah 13. And it's sad because it's telling you that they're not going to know the way of the Most High. Isaiah 13 and 15. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. So, if you had that same mind, that's why Mashiach shall come back. He said he's going to put the sheep on his right hand and the goats on the left. So it's the mindset too. Whereas we have shown you through the Spirit of the Most High how we, as the children of Israel, we did what? We followed the way of the heathen. When he said, learn not the way of the heathen, was a trap to us. And you're going to be caught up with what did we just read? Well, we have a power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And Jacob being the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel, who loves Jacob. And he's going to bring us into the bond of peace with himself. And we're going to have rest forever and ever and ever. And with that should let you know that you got to come back to the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments, and have faith in the Mashiach Yahushua. And you preachers out there, you got to repent and start to learn this truth. No matter how you got to do it, there's enough truth on the internet that you should be able to come back to the Most High. And regardless of how many people you lose in your congregation, you got to come back to this truth. The law, such commandments of the Most High. Without further ado, I say shalom, and I'm out.